Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. When William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua were campaigning for the presidency, they were talking about state capture. And according to them, state capture meant that government institutions were being used to intimidate them. And Rigathi Gachagua was constantly complaining on how EACC was being used to harass and intimidate him for supporting William Ruto. That was when they were campaigning. Now that they're in office as the president and a deputy president, the state capture they were complaining about, it appears that they're now using those state institutions to silence and to intimidate their political critics. That's something coming out very clearly. Weeks back, William Ruto was in Homa Bay at a church function, a function that the incumbent governor, Gladys Wanga, gave a wide berth. And from the look of things, that did not sit on well with William Ruto and his team. Some few days ago, EACC warned Gladys Wanga. And the mistake Gladys Wanga made, according to EACC, was that Gladys Wanga appointed more advisors than necessary. If you tie the dots there, you are just seeing the link between Gladys Wanga giving William Ruto's political function a wide berth and that warning by EACC. And the current one is this one of Meru Governor. Yes, Mwangaza. It's believed, and even Mwangaza has confirmed herself, that some powerful forces in government are fighting her. Mwangaza is seen not to be all that in William Ruto's inner circle. Or rather, Mwangaza is being seen as independent governor on the mountain. And some close William Ruto associates are trying very hard to make the governor toe the line, to sing William Ruto's praises. The governor has been very recalcitrant. She has not been bowing down to such kind of pressures. And now we are seeing clearly EACC trying to intimidate and to threaten her. Yes. And all these events, Gladys Wanga and these Meru governor issues, I'm seeing them as tied to their relationship with William Ruto. These two governors most likely are being punished because they are not seen to be friendly to William Ruto. And I'm saying that because if you look at Nakuru County, Susan Kihika's county, in fact, if you look at the appointments Susan Kihika made, almost all Susan Kihika's CEE's cabinet, or rather these ministers, county government ministers, Kihika appointed, almost all of them were from two communities. A majority were from two communities. We never saw EACC issuing any warning. At least I've not seen any warning as I talk from EACC. So it's almost very obvious and very certain that EACC is now being used by Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, by the government, to intimidate their political opponents. So the state capture Rigathi and William Ruto were talking about when they were campaigning, they have now actually captured those government institutions. And they are just making the same blunders they were accusing Uhuru Kenyatta of doing. That's exactly what they're doing here. And also, if you look at William Ruto and his team, I'm seeing a William Ruto who, as time goes by, he is most likely going to turn into a dictator. And I'm saying that because William Ruto promised so many things that most likely is not going to deliver. And normally when a leader fails to deliver, they always turn into dictators. William Ruto, as time goes by, most likely, he will not be condoning critiques, simply because the critiques will be exposing his failures as the president. I'm seeing a very high possibility where in the coming days, if William Ruto fails to deliver, he might turn into a dictator. That's also something Kenyans should and must be prepared for. And we have also seen William Ruto going around the country, more so in areas that never voted for him, in the opposition strongholds. We have seen him going, he has already gone to Luo Nyanza, he has been to Ukambani. And their message is simple. They want these elected leaders, these Azimio leaders, to work with them. And to work with them, according to Rigath's explanation, working with the government, according to them, is to join them and to support their political cause. Rigathi Gachagua was just recently in Kitui, and he made that very clear. So according to them, for any leader, working with them means you join them and you support their political cause. And this is why I still repeat, and in my recent videos I've been saying this, these opposition leaders or Azimio leaders who have been shouting loudest that they want to work with the government, these leaders most likely, Kenyans should see them as leaders who are changing allegiance. These are leaders who are just looking for excuse, or rather for an excuse to join the government. And they are doing that because most likely they might be corrupt, or they have some cases that they know if they criticize the government, then they might be in problem. Rather in problems, I mean. So they are just cleverly trying to endear themselves to the government by saying that we want to work with the government. And so far we have seen Wavinya Ndeti, Machakos governor, traveling all the way from Machakos to attend a William Ruto's function in Kitui, just to pledge her loyalty to William Ruto. And we also saw, and this is very unfortunate, Simba Arati, a leader that is really respected in the opposition circles, in Azimio, pledging that he wants to work with the government. I see these are just cowards. These are leaders who are most likely not brave enough to stand and face the government. So this aspect that I want to work with the government, in my honest opinion, those are just coward leaders. Leaders looking for an excuse to join William Ruto and his team. Even before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, being in the opposition is not a crime. Ruto and his team, and this is also something I've been explaining, they are trying to tune, or rather to brainwash Kenyans into thinking that to be in the opposition is a crime. It's the opposition that checks the government. If everybody is in government, then Kenyans most likely are going to suffer. Kenyans are going to suffer. So leaders who have found themselves in the opposition, they must do their work. They must put the government in check, whether you are a governor, a senator, or an MCA. This aspect that I want to work with the government, that is just a way of betraying the people who voted for you. And that should be very clear to some of these leaders. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. And to any other person who want to support our channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, or feel free to channel any kind of support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.